taking a look back at music history. We're talking about records, and if you have any from albums to 45 in your house collecting dust, well, they might be worth something.
Yeah, exactly. Elizabeth Harness is at the BOP Shop this morning. I'm not sure if you've heard of that place. It is the place to go, apparently, whether you want to find out if your records are worth anything or maybe even to collect some more. Good morning.
It is the place to go. Good morning, Melissa and Kathy. And you know, one thing that we're going to teach you today is not only look for those deals, but also to love music again, to get up in your attic and to find those old 45s and vinyls and just kind of dust them off. And if they're not worth a lot of money, we want you to play them, okay? Tom Cohn is the owner of the BOP Shop. Tom, thank you for waking up with us this morning.
Good morning.
I have to tell you, a lot of people have stopped into this nice little Rochester place. Now, among them, you've had some major musicians come in here, right? Over the years?
Over the years, yeah. Sure.
Give me an example.
Branford Marsalis came by actually 3 or 4 times when he was doing clinics at Eastman.
Wow.
Many of the Eastman jazz musicians that come through for clinics there come by. Kenny Wheeler came in here. George Russell's been here. Rock bands, the Cramps, come by when they're in the neighborhood. Love Straitjackets. Carla Thomas, soul singer.
You have a love affair with music. How did you get started with the BOP Shop?
20 years ago, I opened the shop at the flea market that this place was at the time. I had been working for an electronics company, MXR, and jumped ship and decided, and working for Rounder Records as well as a sales rep for the area since the mid-70s.
Now here, you've got a lot of live music that plays as well.
Yeah, we have ongoing live jazz series here for the last almost decade.
There's everything here, from CDs to cassettes, which we were talking about. I thought they were gone completely at this point.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
To vinyl. Now, tell me a little bit about this particular album, because this is one that you picked up right away.
The Johnny Burnett and Rock and Roll Trio album is one of the sort of legendary rock and roll records that came out in the 50s and sort of set the pace for rockabilly.
Okay.
About the time of Elvis on Sun and that kind of stuff. And the guitar tone that Johnny Burnett got really is emulated by almost all rockabilly guitarists.
Very quickly, why is this so rare?
There are very few of them. It was in a time of singles, so just LPs weren't around.
Not much around at all.
So it was extremely scarce.
If you want more information, there's the address where the BOP Shop is located. You could go to bopshop.com, give them a call, 271-3354. Melissa and Kathy, do you want to know the price tag on this album?
No, I can't even wait for a guess. What is it?
$2,000.
Whoa.
Wow. $2,000. We've got more to show you coming up.
Okay, I have a lot of Barbra Streisand ones. How much are those worth?
Okay, we're going to talk Barbra Streisand, apparently. Next, we'll find out.
Nothing, I'm being told. I don't think so. It's bad.
We'll try. We'll try.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I wouldn't give them up anyway. Those are priceless.
Yeah, my dad had so many old records at home. It makes you wonder.
But they are really pieces of art, too, unlike the little CDs we get today.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Do you have volumes of vinyl collecting dust in your basement?
You could be collecting quite a bit of cash for your rock and roll relics. Coming up a little bit later, we'll go back to the BOP Shop to find out the value of your vinyl. Good morning. It's 6:16. Hopefully you are starting what will be a beautiful week.
Looks like a beautiful week, weather-wise anyway.
Perhaps you have an old record lying around the house or in the garage you just can't part with because there are just too many memories attached.
Well, Elizabeth Harness is at the BOP Shop this morning learning what to look for in vinyl, whether it's worth $1 million or just $1. Just $1.
Morning. Guess what the focus is? Barbara! Barbara! We found her, Melissa.
How much is that worth?
Well, this one actually happens to be worth a little bit more. Tom Cohn is the owner of the BOP Shop, which is a staple here in Rochester. Been for 20 years. If you've got vinyl or cassettes or CDs, you want live music, you hear it, it's played here. Okay, tell me a little bit about Barbara. We have some disappointing news, right?
Her records are very, 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 very common.
Okay.
Most of them anyway, and really not worth very much at all.
Okay, so we're talking, what, $3 to $6?
Ballpark, yeah,
okay.
is their retail value, and I really don't even need them traded in because they come in so often.
Now this one is different though, right?
This one's a little scarcer for the hardcore Barbara collector.
Okay.
It was promotional only, and it was issued only to radio stations on blue vinyl.
Now that's what's selling it. Now what does this go for?
150, somewhere in that range.
So not like the 2000 one that we showed, but this is definitely for the hardcore Barbara fan. Maybe Melissa.
Very hardcore Barbara.
Melissa, if you're hardcore, this is the one you definitely need. Now, Tom, how many records? I mean, you just said you bought 6,000.
Last week at 6,000 from one estate.
But the emphasis that you always say is that you have to love the music, right?
I think so, yeah. You know, there's a business in it, but
It's not, it's something that you have to, because we're looking at a lot of things here, like Metallica. You might not be in Metallica, but this is a rare, right?
yeah, Garage Days was pretty limited, and it's been reissued finally on CD, but the original still brings $25 to $35.
Okay, we're going to pop some information up for you on the screen about the BOP Shop if you want to stop on down. This is the place you can listen to just about any music you want. It's bopshop.com. Give them a call, 271-3354. And they're located at 274 North Goodman Street here in Rochester. And you know what? Here's another thing that a lot of people have. They are those old cartoon and TV recordings. But if they're in mint condition, they're worth a good deal if they haven't been played. That's the key.
But don't throw those old records away. They might be worth something.
That's right. What do you think? Melissa, you up for a nice blue?
I don't have that one.
Uh-oh.
You know, that's nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful she is.
It says, Melissa, I want you to buy it.
Not too
Will she
pricey,
sing it to me, too?
What now?
Will she sing that to me?
Well, I think it'll sound good.
Thanks. That was nice to see that. I'll have to go home and see which ones I have. A few. Right?
Yeah, to friends and family.
Yeah.
All
Speaking
morning, we've been learning about music, and specifically old records, to see if perhaps any of those ones you have, get the dust off of them, see if they're worth anything. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Morning.
Good morning, Kathy. Melissa and Rob, you said you had that Corey Hart 45. Well, I classify that under really bad music. So if you like that, maybe you'd like William Shatner, the Transform Man. Oh, yes, you remember him, Captain Kirk of Star Trek. Or Mae West rocks out. Either way, we're going to be talking more records and 45s coming up, so stay with us.
We are traveling back in time this morning, finding that coveted album cover and finding out how much it's worth.
That's right. Elizabeth is at the BOP Shop, and she's finding out if our vinyl is worth anything.
I gotta have that William Shatner album. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of figured that you might, Rob, considering that you got a Corey Hart 45. Don't tell that to so many people.
I should
Good
really
grief.
keep things secret, shouldn't I?
Yeah, those
Yes.
are things you
Things
don't,
like that, yes.
Yeah, you don't share that kind of stuff with people. You know, those are the things that you know, people don't want to know. I'm just kidding. Tom Cohn is the owner of the BOP Shop. And Tom, one of the things that you've been doing for me is I came in and I said, you know, I like this artist, and this artist, and you were able to introduce me to 6 other artists that I haven't heard of. I've listened to them all. They're all great. And that's what you do for people here, right?
I try to as often as I can. That's what I like to do since I started working at record stores in 1973.
Because music
And
doesn't have to be intimidating. There are a lot of people who get like really
It's,
snotty about it,
you
but
know,
right?
you get out and get what you like and listen to what you like and you know, try to explore. Try to really have fun looking for
what you're
new sounds
Now, what are
that really mean something to you.
very quickly here, we're talking 45s a little bit right now. Now, people have 45s laying around and such. How do you know if it's worth anything?
Well, condition and scarcity.
Okay.
And you can't always go by the price guides and things.
Now, this one
If
right
it was
here.
a hit,
Right.
it's probably fairly common.
Now, here's an interesting thing. This Kinks is a square.
Square record, from when it came out during the Misfits
And
thing,
that's
was a
about-
radio station promo, and because it was a Misfit, they sent out a square record instead of a round record.
And it's
It's
about
cute.
$45. But then you've got this one that looks just like a regular 45. And
Yeah, it's on a very obscure, old, early 50s rhythm and blues group.
2000.
Yeah, it's probably not worth that much.
Probably about
Price guides say that.
2000. It's about
The condition
1500.
really, it could be anywhere from $300 to $1,000.
Wow.
It really
Still a
varies
lot.
a lot
Yeah.
in its value and who's out there to buy it, you know.
If you want more information, it's right there on your screen. If you want to know if they've got a record of yours, go to thebopshop.com. You can find out if they've got what you're looking for. There's their number on the screen. And Kathy, Melissa, and Rob, we also want to tell you that the band that you've been hearing in the background is playing at Milestones on Wednesday. They are the Wilhelm Brucker Collective.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Thanks for the trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Kate McLean watching the road.